Good morning and welcome to Williams Dog Training Company. We're here this morning with Fred and Magoo, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today is Magoo's ability to understand and respond to his obedience commands, the corrections and motivations that we give him while we are working with him, and the training equipment that we're using. Fred is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he's going to keep the bulk of that leash folded neatly in his right hand, leaving his left hand free to give the correction. The correction that we give is a tug and let go on the training collar, which is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Magoo's been fitted with his own personal training collar, and we'll show you how to properly use this during your one-on-one lesson. As you can see, Magoo is seated very nicely on Fred's left, which is where all our obedience training is done. The first command they're going to demonstrate is heeling. Heeling is proper walking on a leash. Fred and Magoo are going to take off doing that now. The command is Magoo heel. And we've also incorporated into that an automatic sit, as you see right there. Anytime Fred stops his feet, Magoo will sit. There's another automatic sit there. It's important during heeling that Magoo walks at your pace on your left-hand side. He shouldn't pull ahead of you or lag behind. He's been trained to walk nicely at your pace. There's another automatic sit. The next exercise they're going to demonstrate is the stay command. The stay is a hand and voice command. Fred's going to use the open flat of his left palm about an inch or so from Magoo's muzzle and the one-word command to stay. He then walks out to the end of the training leash. It's a great exercise to help build some self-control in Magoo. You want to start at about a minute and work your way up to about 3 minutes. When Fred returns back to Magoo, he's going to walk all the way around him, providing an added distraction as he goes behind, and right back into that left-hand side heel position. Magoo remains seated throughout. Fred gives him a little praise, and they're off heeling again. We'll demonstrate some more of the heel to sit and the stay for you. Gives him the stay again, and out to the end of the training leash. And this time, instead of returning back to Magoo, he will demonstrate the recall or the come command. You call him into you using his name in a nice voice. Comes in, sits right in front. And then we have an exercise called the finish. Magoo will heel around the back of Fred and right back to that left-hand side heel position. And he sits nicely. Whoop, he started to go down. He gives him the stay again, and out to the end of the training leash. Call him in. Comes in, sits nicely right in front. And then he'll perform the finish again by heeling around the back of Fred and right back to that left-hand side heel position. Nicely done. It's a good time to remind you should practice all your commands with Magoo just to keep them fresh in his mind, about 15 to 20 minutes a day. You can practice inside and outside your home and incorporate the commands into your daily routine. Now we're going to show you our down commands. The first is down from a heel position. Fred's going to use the open flat of his left palm straight down towards the ground and the one-word firm command to down. He then gives him a stay and out to the end of the training leash. It's another great exercise to build that self-control in Magoo. You want to start this one at about 3 minutes and work your way up to about 5. And when Fred returns back to Magoo, he's going to walk all the way around him as he did on the sit stay and right back into that left-hand side heel position. Magoo remains down throughout, gets a little praise, and they're off heeling again. We're going to demonstrate that down for you one more time. Gives him the down and the stay. And out to the end of the training leash. And this time he'll show you that recall or the come command again. Call him in. And he comes in, sits in front. And now he'll perform the finish again by heeling around Fred and right back to that left-hand side heel position. Very nice. We'll give them a second to get lined up for our final command, which will be down from a distance. As you can see, Magoo's doing very nicely, but if for any reason he doesn't respond to your command, you definitely want to follow through. The first word out of your mouth would be no, followed by a tug and let go correction, and then you repeat the command. This will be the down from a distance. You're going to leave him in a sit stay and out to the end of the training leash. This is the only time you're going to use your right hand to give the command, and Fred will drop Magoo into a down from the end of the training leash. Beautifully done. done, you'll then return back to him once again by walking all the way around and back into heel position. Alright, it's been a pleasure working with Magoo. We've shown you the obedience commands that he has learned here at school, and we thank you again for choosing Williams Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainer.